Hey y'all, welcome back to Nini's Texas Kitchen. Today we're going to make an easy pie, key lime pie. We're going to make it the easy way. So what you're going to need for your ingredients for your filling are 3 egg yolks, a half a cup of concentrated lime juice, a few drops of green food coloring, and a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Then you're going to need an unbaked pie crust, and I have one chilling. I'm going to bring it out. You want to have your oven set to 325 degrees. And then you're going to use your 3 egg whites to make your meringue. And I'll need a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar and a third of a cup of sugar to help sweeten and smooth out my meringue. So the first thing I did was I set my oven to 325. Get that air out of my crust there. All right. Now I'm going to make the filling. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to beat my eggs and start pouring in my sweetened condensed milk. Scrape this out of here with a spoon. You want all of it out, like so. All right, and we'll mix this together. Now we'll pour in our lime juice. Now I'm going to put in about 2 or 3 drops of my green food coloring just to give it that pretty green color. All right, that's all there is to that. So now I'm going to pour it into my pie shell. With my scraper. Get it all in there like that. And spread it around a little bit, like so. Oven's almost preheated. It'll just take another minute or so to get to 325. In the meantime, I'm going to throw this away. It's almost there. And I'm going to bake it for 30 minutes at 325. And then once it's done, after the 30 minutes, then I'm going to take it out of the oven and turn my oven up to 350 while I make my meringue, and then we'll cook it with the meringue on it for about 10 to 15 minutes until the meringue browns. So this is this part. All right, set our timer to 30 minutes. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes whenever it's out so we can meringue it. All right, y'all. Our key lime pie came out of the oven after 30 minutes, and as you can see, it looks good. It poofed up nice. So now we're going to make the meringue to go on it. I just heated my oven up to 350 degrees for the second stage. So I've got my 3 egg whites in here in my mixer. If you have a hand mixer, you can do it with a hand mixer as well. I just like using my stand mixer when I have to do egg whites. So you want to turn it up to a pretty high speed and get your egg whites to start getting stiff. And then once they start forming soft peaks, we'll add our cream of tartar and we'll slowly add our sugar a little bit at a time because you want your sugar to incorporate into it and dissolve. The cream of tartar helps to make it smooth. So as you can see, it's starting to froth up and get foamy. So it doesn't take too long for this process. It's getting there. Doesn't take very long, like I said. All right. Now I'll show you what a soft peak looks like. So when you do it, it's a soft peak. Okay. So that's the stage at which you want to start adding your cream of tartar. So I'm putting a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar into my egg whites. Like so. And I turn that up a little bit. I'm going to get a scraper so I can make sure all my stuff gets incorporated. Now I can slowly start adding my sugar, and the way I like to do it is I'll put just like a teaspoon or so at a time, and I'll move it around in different spots. This is just how I've always done it. You don't want to add it all at once because it'll deflate your meringue egg whites. So you just add a little bit of sugar at a time. And then it'll take a couple of minutes is all, and then it'll be ready. It's almost done. That's all of the sugar and my cream of tartar added in. We're just going to let it whip, whip, whip. And it should be about done. So let me show you what stiff peaks looks like. See how it holds its shape? That's stiff peaks. Because it doesn't just trail down now. So that's what you want. So now we'll come over here and we will place it onto our hot pie like so. You want to put it into even spots, not all right in one area, and then you'll spread it around. Like so. Now I'll take a spoon and I spread it, and you want it to cover all the way to the edge of your crust over your filling, like so. Seal into the edge. Like so. All right. Now I smooth it out, making sure it's pretty uniform in shape. And then I like to do the old-timey trick where you make little whips on your meringue. Like that. If you get it to whip around. It just gives it a little decorative touch. You don't have to do it, but I like to, if I can get it to whip. That's good enough. All right, now we put it back in the oven. It's heated up to 350 now. So we'll take it, put it back in. "10 to 15 minutes until your peaks start to turn." We'll start with 10 and check it after that. So we'll be back whenever it's ready. Hey y'all, our pie is all done. As you can see, our peaks on our meringue, they're all like a nice golden brown. So it only took 8 minutes in my oven for the peaks to get that way, so I went ahead and took it out because I didn't want them to get too dark. So with this pie, you have to let it sit and cool for about 2 to 3 hours before you slice it. So we're not going to slice it right now, but it turned out good, as you can see. And it's a really easy pie, so if you're just beginning to learn how to make pies, this is a great one for you to try. So we'll see y'all next time in Nene's Texas Kitchen.